Hey, and welcome to another episode of Workers and Resources in Soviet Republic. This is 1942, a very fun and exciting year. We get prefabs and a lot of new buildings are unlocked. But with prefabs, there's big amount of trouble. And as you can see, this is the biggest issue. We gotta upgrade the rail all over again, and it's a big, giant, horrible mess. The biggest issue is here with the rail. As you can see on the left side, this is the prefab rail, and on the right side it's the wooden base rail, which is electrified. I spent a lot of effort on that. So if I want to upgrade it into the prefab electrified, I basically can't. It just doesn't work. So this is the issue. Now when I go into prefab rail, I can upgrade, but that removes the all electrified components from the rail, and now I can upgrade it to the electrified rail. So basically I'm doing the double work again, and the rail system is just so huge at this point. Anyways, let's move on. This is the very long stretch of highway, and it's finally graveled up. It was a lot of work, and the rail on the right side is also finished, but I upgraded into, well, started upgrades into the prefab rail, and I made this little rail construction office just to help with the upgrade of the rail. It's kind of too much, and I felt I gotta build one here. It's gonna help with the future upgrades. So let's start the game here at this point. Stuff are missing here, and the first one is electricity. So let's start with the substation and some wires. This will be a very long wire, but yeah, no choice. There's a couple other things missing here, which is like gravel, coal, water, and people. So let's start dealing with that. First I need a road depot. Let's steal a truck from here, get it there. Now let's get gravel into the storage, and then coal directly into the CO. DO will deal with this thing. I'm probably gonna buy 2 more dumpers extra. And I'm gonna do these dumpers like unload and wait until unloaded. Now let's buy those disassembled track builders. I prepare a track already, and let's send it into the CO. Here my distribution office burned down with all the trucks inside. Yeah, surprised. So I'm gonna have to do a free DO and get some trucks, and why not some western ones? I'm gonna get 2 of these. They're far away, so I'm gonna have to get a Soviet one here. And I'm gonna have to do this very often, send these track builders manually. There's no choice, literally. I'm gonna have to do this really often. Now that was gravel, this is coal, small things. We're gonna move away from here very soon. I'm gonna get a water truck. He's also going to be wait until unloaded. There's no need to do massive amounts of pipes and pumps just to get small amount of water into the CO. I can simply use 1 truck. And before we continue, someone in the comment section asked me to show my hotkeys. So basically 1 through 0. 1 is a basic gravel road. 2 is a tool that I use to delete the road. So this gives me fast option of making and deleting roads. 3 is a little bit complicated. 3 is a waypoint, actually. So this waypoint has a couple of purposes. You can't do this on the gravel road. So the waypoint gives you this and also creates a node. But if you click on it again, like here, you also remove the node. So I'm using it as a road removal tool, like here. So 4 is a footpath, same like a road, and 5 is remove footpath. As you can see, it's similar. 7 is a rail, and no, sorry, 6 is a rail, and 7 is to delete the rail. And 8 is again a waypoint for the rail, like this. I'm also using it same as the road waypoint, creating and deleting nodes, as you can see here. Okay, so for 9 and 0, there's no 10. I almost said 10. 9 is the construction office assign tool, and with pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my keyboard, I am selecting my assigned construction offices. Look at that, fire destroyed a building. And the 0 hotkey is the bulldozer that pretty much removes anything. Yeah, and that building burned down basically means all the power is shut down for this area. It's super fucking annoying. So I'm gonna have to build a fire station here. This looks like a suitable place, and also no power means no asphalt, concrete, and gravel needs to be moved directly to the gravel storage. It's super annoying, I know. And here I realized, oh, I already have a fire station, but I don't have any fire trucks. I totally could have prevented that fire. This game is really, really annoying sometimes. Anyways, let's get the water into the rail seal. We're almost done here. There's nothing much left to do. I'm gonna set this to demolish and notify. Once it's done, I'm gonna come back and build it. Of course, high priority. I don't need this truck anymore, just send him back. Now my DO is finished, let's send all the truck in there. I don't like these free ones. Every time I try to get rid of them as fast as possible. Let me check if something is missing here. I think that's all. We can move on from here. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to upgrade the rails, everything again, manually. So basically what happened here, I upgrade the rail into the prefabs, but I forgot to upgrade into electrifying it. So basically I'm doing double work. Truck can't refuel because there's no electricity, of course. How did I forget something like that? Super annoying. This game basically one thing stops and pretty much everything else just dies. Let's go check out the farm city. I already played a test game, and basically everybody died in this city. because one heating plant was not enough. And honestly, this is probably the last time I'm gonna build a small heating plant. It has been giving me massive amounts of issues, literally from this first city, so I don't think it's worth it. Because you gotta make 2 heating plants, 4 exchangers, 4 pipes, a lot of water. It's too much trouble. Just make a big one and just 2 exchangers, and you basically cover the whole city for a very, very long time. So there's a couple things missing here. The heating plant doesn't have sewage and electricity, I believe. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. Let's put a substation here. Let's use a footpath. And a wire from here. This footpath is a little bit annoying. I'm gonna redo it. Okay, that's better. Let's select everything just to get built. I don't want to micromanage this. I'm just gonna select everything. Alright, now I think what I'm missing is sewage. So let's do one here and just get the pipe. Yeah, I had a free connection there for the sewage pipe. It's really good. So let's move away from that city. I don't want to spend time anymore there. Let's see what's happening here. This city is kind of stuck right now because I can't have any public transport for trams and for rails, so I can't do anything there. But I can start building the garden city. So before I start, I'm gonna upgrade the roads and footpaths first. Once that's done, I'm gonna come back and start putting all the details into the garden city. Also, there's a massive issue here. There's like massive amount of unemployed people. Like I said, I don't have public transport. The rail is not done, so I'm thinking just to open up all the working places in the hospital, and this should help with the massive unemployment, or at least reduce it. So unemployment affects happiness, so you don't want them to be unhappy for a too long time. And in my test playthrough, vehicles got stuck here again, so I'm gonna put a no overtake sign here. This should stop the problem coming back. Do I need another one here? I don't know, I don't think so. I'll risk it and see what happens. Now here, there's something I want to try, but I'm not sure if it's going to work, and I want your opinion. What do you think? I want to use trolley buses to send the people from the garden city into the mines, but the problem is how to do that. I'm going to have to build a third road from here somewhere. And then go here, turn here, and go into the mines, both mines, and then probably end up somewhere on the left side. connecting the steel and the iron mine together. So my idea is to have a third road like this. And we'll have a normal highway, and on the far left side, the road is going to be used for trolleys only. So basically it's gonna look like this. The left side road is gonna be a trolley bus road. I'm not sure what you think about this. I kinda think it's okay. And the trolley bus can just turn right here and have a station somewhere here. So if you like this idea, shoot me a comment. If you have a better idea, please tell me, and we're gonna figure it out. So I would like another trolley bus station here for the iron mines, and somewhere here another one for the steel mine. No, it's actually steel plant. This is something I should have done for the big city, because I can't do any trams anytime soon. Alright, I'm going to leave this road here to remind me for the next episode what to do. Let me check here. There's still a lot of people who are unemployed, so I'm gonna probably open up the police station a little bit more. I'll come back later and check things out, but there's nothing I can do there. Let's move on. And this is the main part of this episode. Since it's 1942 and we have prefabs, I thought about why don't we just make a prefab cement factory on our own and not import. So my idea is to here make a gravel, cement, prefab area, and here should be like a very small city to just kind of run all of that. I need like less than 100 people to run everything smoothly. This is like 20 people here, 50 here, and the gravel quarry is like, gravel processing plant is like 5 people though, so that's like 10 people. So total is like 80 multiplied by 3, it's pretty much nothing. 200 something people. It's literally 3 buildings, maybe 4. So let's start with the gravel processing. I would like to have a big gravel storage. This one looks good, but I didn't like it because it doesn't have a lot of connections. So I'm gonna remove it and then use the smaller one, but this one has way more options to connect, because it's really difficult to connect everything here. I have to connect gravel directly to the prefab and cement because they use a lot of gravel, and I don't want to use rail for that because they really use a lot. There's like 100 per day and 50, so that's like 150 per day. That's a lot of gravel. So I'm gonna make my own gravel. So prefill factory needs to be directly connected to the gravel storage and directly connected to the cement storage. So that's gonna be a lot of trouble. And also it needs to be connected to the prefab storage. So let's try to make this work. I can't promise it's gonna be pretty, but I'm gonna try. Alright, now here we need a cement storage that connects these two. somehow I managed to make it work for now. Now we need a... I will use the conveyor belt to split it into two different storages for cement, because only one storage is available and it's like 500 tons, and that's pretty much nothing. Alright, now that took a long time to connect, really. Now we need that conveyor belt. Man, these track builders are super annoying. Alright, let's get the conveyor belt and split it into two. So somehow I managed to fit this all together. I don't even know how. In the past I would just use the big cement storage, which is like 2000 tons and has rail connection. Basically one building will take care of so much work. Now I need like conveyor tower, two storages, loading facility. It's just insane. Okay, this is unloading for coal. So I decided to move the coal storage a little bit more up. It gives me more space. These maps are really big. You have space and use the space. Don't just pile up everything next to each other. Now just rail to connect everything together and we are almost done here. This is gonna look a little bit messy, but you know, it works, so it's not a big deal. This part is kind of stubborn. I'm gonna redo it a couple times. So is this like the best rail design? Probably not, but like it's simple and it works. I really don't like to overcomplicate shit with the rail, like make some weird pasta mess connections. I don't like that. I keep it really simple. Alright, so let's put a road here. Connected to the highway. It's crossing the railway, it's fine. There's not gonna be much traffic here. I want to extend this road to remind me for the city later. Okay, now let's deal with the gravel quarries. Hey look, a new cargo wagon is here. This is for livestock, but this is one of the first big cargo wagons for the Soviet side. Alright, so I want to do 6 quarries here, and this looks like a perfect place for it. So one here, and another one in this hole really looks nice. Okay, so that's the second one. There's 4 more to go. Here I see 40%, it's fine. Like, even if you get low percent, it doesn't matter. The trucks get loaded all the way. It just takes a little bit more time, that's it. Alright, so this is 4, we need 2 more. Alright, that's 5, and another one maybe on the left side here. That should be 6. Now, I really don't like how this all looks, so I'm gonna redo all the roads. I think I can do a better job. Okay, that's way better right now. All we need is a gas station. Let's put it really close so the trucks and the excavator can just easily go out, refuel, and just quickly go back. So here is a nice place. They turn around, that's it. Now let's put back those processing plants. One here and another one there. And let's spread them out so I can fit a big garbage stand right there in the middle. How I'm gonna deal with the waste? Well, I'm probably just gonna send to the customs house, which is really close here. It's a NATO side. I could also build a construction waste processing right there. I'm probably gonna do that in the next episode, because that cement plant really takes a lot of gravel. I'm probably gonna need that. Construction waste processing. Another garbage stand here. I think I can, yeah, I can select all of them with one, so I'm gonna use the big one. Another one here. I also think I can connect 2 factories if I put this footpath down, and yeah, they both connect. This is nice. There you go. This is a nice job in my opinion. Not great, not perfect, but it's gonna work really nice. So all we need later is a small city next to that. I'm gonna deal with the city a little bit later. I want to check out these notifications first. So much fire, it's insane. This one is stuck, and every time when I see vehicles stuck, I know there's a massive problem. And just look at this, it's a complete joke. Ah, so annoying. And they're stuck again. Oh my god. Send this guy away. Alright, things should be fine now. Build this high priority. Notify please. Nice, and our vehicle depot is also finished. I don't have to use those ugly free ones. I don't need this guy, send him away, and delete this free one. Go away, nice. And these guys are also stuck because they have no fuel. Fine, I'll put a new gas station here. Let's get some fuel in there and move on. Alright, we're done. Let's get out of here. So this is what I want to do since I'm upgrading the rail and maximum speed is 150 compared to like 70 for the wooden one. Let's also upgrade our steam locomotives. These guys can go like 65. That's way too slow. Let's just scrap them. Alright, now let's get some better ones. Let's go here and then locomotives and click speed. Get the fastest one. This one really looks nice. 130. The faster one there on the left side is 150, but I don't want to use him. I want to use him for passengers. And here they come. These guys really look cool. I want to go to the farms and check something, and it's done. Finally, the farm is finished. So let's start rushing the DO, gas station, and the bridge. It's September 22nd, so basically we will be ready for March to start everything. So let's buy a couple vehicles here. So I want to buy these vehicles now because it's gonna take a long time for them to come. Farm is 23 slots. I forgot the ratio between the sowing and the harvesters, so I'm gonna go 1-1 ratio. So I'm gonna do 10 each. Hey, look, another fire. Wow. Surprise. Why are these guys stuck? Because these guys can't refuel. Yeah, this is basically what happens when you start upgrading the rail. Super annoying. At least the electricity is back in this area, so let's turn on our own asphalt and concrete plant. Anything else I'm missing? I don't need fuel here anymore. Send these guys back. Something else. Everything looks fine. Oh, I don't have people here. Okay. So it's always really nice to double check everything. You never know what you miss. Something to check here. Okay, we have everything except people. So let's get 3 buses. The fastest one. And let's send them into the CO. Okay, so let's get this guy. Load people here. Unload there and copy the schedule to other 2 buses. And line spacing enable. Done. I think we are finished here and we can move on. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, look at that, another fire. Who would have thought? And it's gonna burn down. Oh man, this is so frustrating. I even have a fire station there. Yeah, but the trains are not coming because we're upgrading the rail. So now there's no water, so that means there's no chemicals. So there's nothing I can do to bring people. All I have to do is just wait for this part here to be done. Let's see what else is there. Let's put a little bit time here and check if I can do something. I notice people are not coming here. The train sets are somewhere blocked. It shouldn't be because of the rail, because I'm not upgrading the rail. Yeah, because of these guys. Super annoying. So no workers, no work is gonna be done here. So I'm gonna have to go and just try to deal with this right now. It's too much. Okay, so I think the train sets are free to go now. There should be people in the farm city. Now, we have about 10 minutes. Let's plan a small city here. Something small and very basic. I would like to focus on these small buildings in this area. I don't need a lot of people. I'm guessing 1,000 people should be enough here. I only have a cement and prefabs here, so there's a couple things that needs to be run, like supermarket, some culture, some education, but that's all total maybe less than 1,000 people. I like these buildings and they look like a nice setup, so I'm gonna try and like make this a middle or like the center of the small city. Now let's just add on to these 4 buildings. These buildings look nice, so I'm just gonna do like a 2 each around every side. Now top and bottom. There we go. This is like a nice starting base. Okay, now some random roads. I'm just gonna do whatever and see how it looks and then change things later. Okay, that's the footpaths and a little bit of roads, and here I think I can do a bus stop. And let's center that footpath connection to the main footpath, so probably everybody can reach. And maybe some flower pots inside. Now let's extend the footpaths. I'm gonna put this one as the footpath with bricks to just extend the range, and I don't really like these flower pots. They're kind of too big, so I'm gonna go with the small ones. This is just to remind me later for when I start to decorate. I'm just putting random footpaths now. I'll put some details into this a little bit later. Alright, now let's try to add a little bit more buildings. There's a lot of empty space. But before that, I want to put couple of flower pots to just remind me when I decorate what I wanted to do, what idea I had. So I'll just put 2 here and 2 here. When I come back to decorate, oh, I see the pattern and I'm just gonna continue it. Because I had an idea now, but I didn't want to waste time decorating. Okay, now let's add more buildings. So I couldn't decide what building I wanted there, and then I was like, yeah, just put a kindergarten in there. If I have no idea what to do, just fill it up with necessities, and a school here. This is what I usually do if I don't know what to build. I just put a school or kindergarten or orphanage or some type of sports thingy. I'd like a small orphanage here, but I don't think this building is going to fit. Because this building is brick and other buildings are prefabs. So I'm probably going to delete this orphanage a little bit later. So a lot of empty space here. I'm going to try to put more buildings in here. So I couldn't decide which one, so I was like, just put a sports field here. I still can't decide what building, and then I remembered that why should I change the type of building? Because these here are pretty nice, I like them, so I'm just gonna copy those. And I think it's this one here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a couple of these. And more here, maybe 2 each. Yeah, this should be enough for now, for the city. I didn't calculate how many people, but there should be like 700 here, I think, at least. So this is it. This is like the base of the city. I think I can just put a supermarket somewhere and probably end the episode. Let's go with the supermarket here. I'll extend this footpath so everybody can reach. For some reason I couldn't connect here. I'm not sure why. I think this footpath didn't connect to the road. This happens sometimes. Oh, so all the vehicles are arrived. So we are pretty much ready for the March season to start farming. Should start planning that food and alcohol factories somewhere. I'm not sure where to put them. It's gonna be really hard to plan everything. But before that, we need a electricity in this area to run everything. At least the gas station there. I'm literally putting a substation for one gas station. Kinda waste. So I'm not going to go here and dedicate one connection for just a gas station. So I'm gonna do a switch here. And this switch will allow me to build two substations without wasting a connection, because that one gas station is basically 0 electricity usage. There, so one wire here and another one goes to the farm area, and I have the right side of the switch free if I want to expand to the right side of the city. If you're still here and watching, you are really awesome. Thank you so much. This is episode 33. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, or support me directly by joining the membership. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.